Alright, welcome back, and I am having deja vu because I thought we already started in Pastoria Town. But we're back here, and the reason why we're here is we gotta get that guy, that Team Galactic grunt up there. He has something that we need, or I don't know, there's some generic reason as to why we need to find him, or why we need to get him, so that the Psyducks will move out of the way, which in turn will allow us to get up to the other town, which will eventually allow us to fight the gym leader, because this game loves gating. It loves gating progression behind story beats. Or behind obscure requirements. And unfortunately, you can't fly to that lake. You have to actually walk it. So we gotta chase this guy down. But first, this dickhead has to show up quite another time. Rando, have you actually had to fight this guy at all? I'm genuinely curious. Because I feel like I have fought him in for every gym that I have done. And I am getting a little annoyed. Because like I'm just curious as to why he shows up here. Like, what is the purpose? Other than to just annoy you. And get in your way and prevent you from just getting to the next gym. Like, dude, I'm trying to catch a criminal right now. Why are you bothering me? I think the NPC's actual name is Barry, I want to say. I think, in-universe, that's what his actual name is supposed to be. Definitely doesn't sound like Gary at all. Weasel. Still haven't leveled or evolved that thing yet. Pretty sure we have at this point. Or at least I'm pretty sure Rando did. Okay. It's down. How many more you got? I can take them. Come on. I didn't actually see what he was throwing out there, but, presumably my past self did, so. Okay, Roselia. Yeah. Obligatory is probably fine for that. We do have fly now, which is pretty handy. Both in-game, or in battle, and out of battle. Just due to the fact that, well, one, we can just get wherever we need to go from now on, which really makes the path between Pastoria and Hearthome kind of irrelevant, but from an in-game perspective or in-universe perspective, it makes sense to have that, because, you know, having a path between your two cities is probably a good idea. Yeah, now leave me alone. Not very effective, but it does burn us, which is really annoying. We'll beat him with a water gun. If we had bubble, we would do it with that, but just to add insult to injury. So, how are you taken out? They hit me with a bubble. That has to be like one of the more disrespectful ways to take down a Pokemon. I don't know. Maybe if you hadn't bothered me, I could have found that out. Alright, so I did go back to the Pokemon Center to heal up and just cut that because it wasn't necessary. Alright, I'm gonna block his path so he can't escape this time. Well, didn't plan for him to go around. Yeah, not very well, though. I think she only had, like, a B-barrel or something. Yeah, unfortunately you cannot head towards the 8th gym at all. That guy will stop you. This game really likes its guys that just stop you from progressing. Alright. Well, now I understand why he didn't want to fight us. Yeah, we should probably change to someone else. Just to make this a bit easier. Love. I really wish they would have instead just told you how many times it hit, rather than going through the animation 5 times. Alright. Cool. It really would have just been easier had you just told us what we were what we wanted to know. Oh, hi Cynthia. How is your Pokédex filling up? I came to research the folklore about the lake, but, well, it doesn't appear as if the lake is open to the public now. Have you heard the folklore about it? The island is a mirage of a Pokemon. No one must enter the chamber of that Pokemon. Sorry to change the subject, but have you seen the group of Psyduck? Yes, that's right, by the cafe. You've seen the group of Psyduck huddled with their heads in their hands. Anyway, what you should do is use this medicine on the Psyduck. You're working on a Pokédex, so it would be worth it. Actually, I already have a Psyduck, so. And actually, I don't even think you fight the Psyducks. They just wander off. Asked by who, exactly? Alright, so we're back up at the cafe now. Here's the Psyducks. Give them the secret potion. So that we can go through here. And ideally, so that we can actually fight the gym. Oh boy, Cynthia's back. Hey, how are you doing? Oh good, you used the secret potion. I was really hoping you would. Ooh! Good job, everyone. Okay, so you might be asking, well, why can't we just go to this town from the other side? Well, I'm pretty sure the other side, you have to go through a cave that requires you to have strength. And I don't think we have strength at this point. I'm pretty sure. I didn't actually go and check that, to be completely fair. I'm pretty sure, though, you get strength from the 6th gym. Which would then check out because you need to go up that way to get to the 7th gym. But we're introduced to one of the more annoying mechanics in this game, fog. It's only like in this one area of the game, but it requires an HM to really get through, because otherwise you deal with this nonsense where your Pokemon have awful accuracy. And I did not realize this when I was originally playing, or when I first started this part. So we're going to have to... We're not going to be finishing it in this part, unfortunately, because it's going to take a little bit for me to realize that I probably should have tried to get Defog while we were back in Pastoria. It's unfortunately, I don't know if a NPC tells you where to find Defog. I imagine one of them does. Maybe the gym leader tells you or something. But since this is a tag team let's play, I didn't know that. Because I didn't fight the gym leader. If he does even say it, I don't know. This could be a situation similar to Gen 1 where they don't tell you the location of like 2 of them. 2 or 3 of them. Alright. Swift is not a very good attack, but it is guaranteed to hit. So it made a good finisher attack, especially with the fog being so obnoxious. Go Bean. You can do it. I believe in you. Oh. When I first heard, when it first said, like, who she was throwing out, I was like, Grottle? Who's that? So, I did not remember, Turtwig's second form. Because, to be fair, when it evolved into Grottle, that was during Randonium Gaming's part, so I did not remember, to say the least. I don't really want to use Fly just because I don't know if it would actually hit. Or if it could miss after it had already gone into the air. Ugh. This thing knows Mega Drain. Ugh. Okay, that wasn't too bad. It's the next battle that really made me not want to go forward until we got Defog. Next battle was brutal. It's just long and tedious and very drawn out because of the fog. I think it was the battle with these two. Or actually, it was this one. Sure. I guess I have a lot of confidence. Motham. Interesting. Yeah, missing your attack 20 times is really annoying. This thing also knows Silver Wind, which is a fairly damaging ice attack. Or I'm pretty sure Silver Wind's an ice attack. Just based off of the animation. No, it's a bug type move. Okay. Yeah. It is pretty annoying, to say the least. It only has 5 PP, so it's surprisingly only a power of 60. Man. Yeah, this was definitely the point of, this is BS. I am definitely going to be trying to find whatever this Defog HM is. I completely forgot about it, to be honest, until I got to this point. Also, I'm not entirely sure why that was doing so much damage against my bird Pokemon, if it was a bug-type move. Seems not right to me, but, you know, whatever. It's down, so... Seal. Unfortunately, we don't have a ground type move right now. And the HMs that we currently have are going to make that kind of annoying. One thing that Rando and I did discuss after this part, he was just asking because HMs are pretty serious and we wanted to be on the same page with stuff. He is going to remove them from our Pokemon and probably put them on some useless Pokemon or something. I don't know. I don't know exactly what he was going to do, but he was asking to make sure that he could remove them from some of the Pokemon. Hopefully, at least removing that Rock Smash would be really nice, because I don't like Rock Smash and Bean. That just feels unneeded. But I don't know. I think it makes sense to keep Fly on our bird Pokemon, to be honest, but you know. And I imagine he'll agree with Surf on our water Pokemon. But I guess we'll find out. The one issue with having like a dedicated HM slave, as it's known, is that means that you now have to bring that thing with you basically at all times if you want to actually have use of it. Because unfortunately I think the only HM that is really only needed for one section of the game is Defog. I think you pretty much need, if you're ever going through like a cave, you're probably going to need Strength and or Rock Smash. If you're going on the water, you're going to need Surf, obviously. Fly is always going to be helpful. Waterfall only if you're going to the Elite Four, or maybe if you're up in the top area in post game. I can't remember if you need something up there or not. Rock Climb, for certain sections, you might need it, especially in the post game stuff. Yeah, this is the thing that's super annoying. Dude, I was so upset about that. I sped that up just because I was getting very tired of dealing with that. It was just absolute bull crap. Missed like 5 turns in a row because of the fog, and it was just like, alright, we're done. This is definitely where I was like, yeah, something has to change here. I'm not dealing with this stupid fog the entire way. I thought we could get through it without it, but unfortunately, that is not the case. Okay. Alright, I think we're going to put a cut in here, and in the next part, we're gonna try something different. So, I'll see you guys then.